We often go through life believing that the ground beneath our feet is solid. We build our identities, our relationships, and our careers on the assumption that things will stay the same. But there comes a moment in every soul's journey when life challenges us to look beyond the surface. It invites us to stop swimming in the shallow end and finally explore the depth of our own existence. This process is what we call the spiritual awakening. And while it is often portrayed as a path of love and light, the truth is that it can be painful. It can be confusing. It can feel like you are losing your mind. But in this journey, we discover a fundamental truth. Chaos is often the precursor to clarity. And it is only through the shadows that the truest light can emerge. If you are listening to this, it is because you are somewhere on this map. You are walking through the chapters of your evolution. And although your path is unique, to you, we all share the same destination. The realization of who we really are today. We are going to explore the 5 stages of this metamorphosis. Not so you can rush through them, but so you can understand them, so you can stop fearing the changes and start trusting the design. The first stage usually arrives without warning. We call this the catalyst or the wake-up call. For most people, this stage immerses us in chaos. It is a gale of unexpected events that shake your world to its very foundations. It is as if the universe, in a moment of tough love, decides to pull the rug out from under your feet. It feels like a cosmic slap. This can manifest in many forms. Perhaps a relationship you thought would last forever suddenly crumbles. Maybe an accident forces you to stop moving.
Yes.
Maybe a health scare makes you question your mortality. Or perhaps it is a financial loss that strips away your security. These events are not punishments, they are interventions. They are the catalyst that triggers an internal break, a moment of revelation, where you realize that your ego never really had control in the first place. You realize that the script you were following was not written by you. It was written by society, by your parents, by your fears. And now the script is burning. However, not everyone wakes up through tragedy. There is another path. Some people experience what can only be described as a grace awakening, without tragedy, without agony, without the crash. It is a beautiful, natural realization. Think of the spiritual teacher Michael Singer. He found enlightenment simply by sitting in his living room, observing his thoughts, and deciding to let go. The fundamental lesson here is that suffering is not a requirement for growth. It is simply a very effective alarm clock. But more and more people are experiencing spontaneous awakenings, indicating a possible shift in our collective human consciousness. This tells us that transformation does not have to come through pain. It can arrive as naturally as the morning light. But whether your awakening comes through chaos or through grace, one thing is constant: the questions. The big, dangerous, beautiful questions begin to haunt you. Is this all there is to life? Who am I really? What is my true purpose? These questions distance you from the superficial existence you once tolerated. You can no longer engage in small talk. You can no longer pretend to be interested in things that don't matter. You recognize your awakening as a sacred call. It is not just waking up to a new day. It is waking up to a new life, a new you. This is your invitation to emerge from your cocoon and rise as the magnificent being you were always meant to be. After the chaos settles, the initial shock wears off, you often move into the second stage. This is the bliss, the spiritual honeymoon. This is like the golden hour of the soul. In this chapter, everything illuminates with a radiant and warm light. Imagine a world where you don't just feel alive, but you perceive yourself as part of the cosmos. You feel connected to everything that surrounds you. Asterisk, asterisk, the world becomes a palette of vibrant colors. The trees seem to whisper secrets to you. The birds sing melodies that feel like they are just for you. You're flooded with joy, excitement, a variety of positive feelings that you may not have experienced since you were a child. Why does this stage feel so overwhelmingly joyful? The answer is simple. Your heart is coming online. For many, this is the first time they are truly tuning into the frequency of the heart center. As it wakes up, it becomes the seat of emotions like compassion, deep connection, and enveloping love. But the most fascinating part happens here. You begin to feel guided. It feels as if there is an invisible hand shaping your path. Synchronicities become your new normal. You look at the clock and it's 11:11 or 3:33. You think of a song and it plays on the radio. You have a question and a stranger says the answer in a passing conversation. Your intuitive abilities sharpen. You start to know things before they happen. Spiritual gifts that you never knew you possessed begin to surface. Maybe you suddenly understand people's emotions without them saying a word. Maybe you discover a talent for healing, or for writing, or for understanding complex universal truths. It is difficult not to get attached to this stage. It feels like paradise. It feels like you have finally arrived. But just like any honeymoon, this stage has an expiration date. Many make the mistake of believing that this state of endless bliss is the final destination. In reality, it is just fuel. The universe gives you this sweetness to show you what is possible, to give you the strength for the work that is about to come. Do not resist the ebb and flow of this journey, because often after the highest high comes the deepest low. We enter the third stage, the void, or as the mystics call it, the dark night of the soul. Visualize this moment as if you are floating in a vast, empty space. You are suspended between the old you which has died and the new you which has not yet been born. The lights go out, the bliss fades, the synchronicities stop. You feel alone. In this phase, you might experience what I call the great emptying. It is a spiritual crisis, characterized by a loss of meaning, uncertainty, hopelessness, and deep doubts about your place in the universe. This is not simply a bad day. This is a spiritual detox. It feels like a dismantling of the self. Why does this happen? Why does the universe strip away the joy? Because your soul is integrating. You cannot build a new temple on top of old ruins. The site must be cleared. Your soul is recalibrating your entire system. It is removing the deepest layers of conditioning, trauma, and ego attachment. During this phase, you might feel isolated. You might look at your old friends, your old hobbies, your old job, and feel absolutely nothing. You might feel like you don't belong anywhere. It is crucial to understand that this is not a sign of failure. This is a sign of deep, subterranean growth. Think of the seed buried in the dark soil. To the seed, it feels like the end. It is dark, it is crushed, it is breaking apart. But to the gardener, this is the moment of greatest potential. Asterisk, asterisk. During this phase, you may feel inclined towards deep reflection. You might need to write in a journal or walk alone in nature, absorbing its healing powers. This is a time for extreme self-love. You are in the hospital of the soul. Be gentle with yourself. Remember, the void is also the phase where you discover latent talents and passions that might have been buried under your old ego. In the silence, you begin to hear the true call of your heart. Once you are ready, once your soul feels you have shed enough of the old weight, you will begin to emerge from the void, and when you do, you will be magnificent. This brings us to the fourth stage, grounding and authenticity. If the void was the night, this period is the sunrise. It is not the blinding, manic light of the bliss stage. It is a steady, calm, sustainable light. You have traversed the trenches of your soul and found your way to solid ground. Asterisk, asterisk, during this time, you find an inner peace that you haven't felt in a long time. It is the result of having allowed the transformations to take root. You are no longer fighting the universe. You are no longer desperate for a high, nor are you terrified of the low. You've found the center. Your spiritual journey begins to feel less like a roller coaster and more like a quiet drive through rolling hills. Although the terrain may still be uneven, you now have a strong steering wheel, your intuition, and reliable wheels. Your new wisdom, asterisk. Asterisk, you are no longer struggling to survive. You're starting to build. You are different now. Your perspectives have shifted permanently. You have tasted despair and hope, isolation and unity. Now these experiences have not just passed through you, they are now part of you, contributing to a fortified version of yourself. In this stage, relationships often acquire new textures. You may find that you can no longer tolerate drama or superficiality. You resonate with a frequency that might not match everyone in your past, and that is okay. You're not leaving them behind with malice. You are simply moving forward, and those who are meant to be in your life will meet you there. This is also the moment when your purpose becomes much clearer. You have left behind the expectations of society, family, and even your own past dreams that no longer serve you. You are free to see what really matters to you. It is as if the universe clears the fog and says, "Here it is. This is the path." Although it is a quiet time, do not confuse it with stagnation. It is the deep silence. Under a bustling ocean, on the surface, you are living life, paying bills, doing the dishes, going to work, but in the depths of your soul, everything is different. You're carrying the sacred into the mundane. And finally, we arrive at the fifth stage, the sovereign self. The rebirth here, you begin to truly manifest. But you do not manifest from a place of, "I need this to be happy." You manifest from a place of, "I am." You're operating at a higher frequency. The things you attract into your life experiences, people, opportunities are in closer alignment with your authentic self. And because you have been through the darkness, you now appreciate the light in a way you never could before. Small thing, a cup of coffee, the wind on your face, a smile from a loved one feels like a blessing, a gift from the universe. You have graduated from the initiation. Imagine a great tree. In the beginning, you were a seed buried in the dark, the void. Then you were a fragile sprout, reaching for the sun, the bliss. Now, you are a mighty oak. Your roots go deep into the earth. You are grounded, practical, real. But your branches reach high into the heavens. You are connected, intuitive, divine. This is the goal. Not to escape the world, but to be the bridge between heaven and earth. You thrive. And by doing so, you cause the world around you to thrive too. Your very presence becomes a healing frequency for others. You don't even have to try to heal people. Just being near you calms their nervous system because you have made peace with your own chaos. Your journey is unique. It may not follow these stages in a perfect straight line. You might circle back. You might revisit the void. You might experience a second wave of bliss. That is the spiral of evolution. So, embrace your journey, whatever stage you are in right now. If you are in the chaos, know that it is clearing the way. If you are in the bliss, enjoy the view. If you are in the void, trust the silence. If you are grounding, build your foundation. This video is here to remind you that you are not crazy, you are not broken, and you are certainly not alone. Your soul is wise, knows exactly what it is doing. If this message resonated with you, take a deep breath. Feel the truth of it in your body. You are exactly where you need to be. Thank you for walking this path. Thank you for doing the work. The world needs the person you are becoming. I wish you a beautiful day filled with peace, realization, and the deep knowing that you are held by something greater than yourself.